Worthless!
Whoa.
Nor have I.
Oh, that reminds Paimon.
She was indeed. She is several years.
Wait. Chunk?
Jiangli, the last time she visited us.
Quarrel? I don't know.
Nor did Master.
Oh.
No.
Paimon never...
So,
What the...
let's split up.
Traveler, Paimon, come quick!
Changsheng and I found a hidden
You,
No. Your eyes do some toxins if it's a concoction.
offshoots?
Correct. Whoever is administering the poison,
The call of the...
only one thing.
This is getting crazier and... Hey, since this... You mean... Think a little... Huh? So you're saying... It was Jiang Li? Wait, but... That doesn't...
I agree.
Look at the facts.
It's too early to. Yes. So if we can find. Do you know anything about God remain?
Well,
Changsheng's memories these days. She has to.
Whoa. What? Hey! Plenty of people with my assistant stronger and healthier? But...
Unfortunately.
Peppermint? Ugh, this is
All right, everybody, calm down. Back to the
with how What? Oh. If you're talking about who Paimon thinks you're talking about, you better do the honor.
You called?
Get...
Well, this is Baiju of the Lantern, right?
Huh? You two already know each other?
Our paths have crossed once before. I sense the presence of evil spirits. Is this why you called me? So someone has been concocting demonic poison. Too often, fervent desires drive mortals to abandon all regard for their own safety. It is lamentable. I now know what you seek. It is true that a god's remains are buried beneath the foundations of Qingce village. A vile monster known as the Che once wrought havoc over this land, before it was subdued by Rex Lapis. The land was finally cleansed of poison when Rex Lapis used statues in his likeness to seal the serpent's remains. Qingce village was founded some time after that. The seal is still mostly intact. If the Che is the source, then it must be some of its blood leaking from deep underground. However, its aura is faint and barely detectable. You will need to investigate further to identify the location of the leak. I do not like to, but when demonic forces are involved. Nothing. I do not wish to. Immortality.
I shall treasure.
Farewell.
What a strange adeptus. That's you for...
If the god remains.
Master!
Gui? Did you run all the way from Boo Boo Pharmacy?
What happened?
It's Jiaoyang. He was...
Already? Based on past...
It seems that my. Everyone, back to Boo.
Dad! What's wrong? Dad?
Don't be scared, Dr. Baizhu.
How is he doing?
Dr. Baizhu, you're back!
Lingui left.
Kuei, please take...
Yes, of course.
Don't worry, Ayu.
Baizhu's not gonna use Changsheng's secret art again, is he?
How are you feeling, Dad? Are you still hurting any?
Master said he needed to take a quick rest and asked me to bring you out of the treatment room. He hasn't emerged yet, so he must still be resting.
Oh, really?
No.
I'll come with...
Don't forget...
No, on the...
Traveler? Baizhu hasn't shown... Huh?
Huh?
You're finally...
There was no time. I had no other choice. Jiangli's design is quite brilliant.
So, how much... They've been outside waiting. Surely he had... Who's talking behind our backs again? Ah! Baizhu! Jiaoliang seems...
And as a reason...
What?
Yes. Jialiang, though it was
Had he not taken it all these...
still, more...
That explains...
God remains are extremely dangerous to be around. Because humans have no... I fear that the situation is just as that Adeptus described.
I never to sacrifice one's own life to save others. To go be...
Well, I think in any case, I have her regular expo... And given that she's already been missing for several days...
It's me, Traveler, Dr. Baizhu.
Ah! It's Jiao...
Dr. Baizhu, you've already done after all, if it wasn't for me, I'm sure we'll be able to...
Be careful.
No! Before I forget it...
This trip will be a...
There's only one thing I fear now.
Very well.
Dr. Baizhu? Are you heading out again?
Yes. Please add an extra measure of mistgrass pollen, and... Hop to it now.
Okay.
Demons do not stop for the raid. Move.
strange feeling is back. It's just like the day I went missing. It's as if something inside me is trying to guide me somewhere.
The Mother Lode's influence is growing stronger. But is it because we're getting closer to the source? Or because the leakage of Che blood is growing more severe? Jialiang, can you sense which direction the source is in?
I think it's this way. Yes, I'm sure of it. I feel a dull ache in my heart. This must be the way. This place feels familiar. I think I've been here before.
There is an
I think I remember this place.
Xiaoliang, are you okay? Maybe you should rest here while we continue the search.
No, I have to keep going. Jiangli is still waiting for me. Then let's hurry.
This place gives Paimon the creeps. Who knows? The digging marks here appear amateur. A thieves' tunnel? Paimon had...
Judging by the tools they left behind, but why did they abandon this place?
I remember now. But she said that the...
Easy, Jial. A bitter pill to swallow. Mind the side effects. This is nothing.
Solidify!
Come on out, right now. Emerge.
Boring! Useless!
This is order.
Whoa, there's a sensor here. Those treasure hoarders sure...
I believe this sensor was used to burn a monster repellent.
A monster repelling incense?
The incense was burned several days. No doubt an encounter with after them.
That's right. This is what...
Xiaoliang!
I'm fine. Let's keep going. I can feel it. We're getting close. We're almost there. It's right up ahead. The place where we made a pact together to...
Aha! We can keep going now!
From the looks of it, The energy released by this mechanism can not only clear barriers, but also be conducted by corresponding mechanisms. Perhaps it's something we can make use of.
I'm always watching. The doctor was seeing.
Taking a turn for the better.
Order guide you.
I'm going in! Lament! Here!
Quake! Crumble!
Jolie!
Look out! There's a monster next to her!
The god remains must have lured them here. Watch my back.
Yeah!
Right here.
Stabilize!
Mind the side effects.
Emerge. A sight to behold. Right now.
A bitter pill to swallow. Remember, health comes first.
Baizhu, how serious is it?
I can still feel a pulse, but her condition is... The god remains here are encroaching on her... If we don't eliminate it soon...
Then, what are we waiting for? It's not as the poison with... If the source is... oh no.
Indeed.
I wondered when this...
Wait! But, Baizhu...
You could continue to take the poison.
It appears to me that she was striving to concoct your medicine for you.
Dr. Baizhu, give it to me.
The god remains have reached her and...
But, Dr. Baizhu, if I continue to sustain my... I know if my choice can bring you...
Jialia...
Of course.
Thank you, everyone. And I'm sorry.
Jialia...
I am sure that over the years...
Mortals are fated to grow old. What a crazy situation. Jiangli risked it all to save Jialiang's life. And
I've seen many...
in the human realm, at least.
The path they chose was indeed a heroic one. But when I think of the... I cannot help but think...
When all this began... I've said my goodbyes.
As you wish.
It will lead away. Mom!
Why would these memories come to mind now? The longer we live... Oh, how I would love to hear...
Jialiang! 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 Dad!
Didn't I... Huh?
How does it feel to come back to life?
Do you feel strange?
Dr. Baizhu,
That's right. Of course, this is whether it will keep you alive. But, however long you have left, I believe it should be more than sufficient time for you to say your final goodbyes before...
An elixir of immortality? How'd you cook that up? Ugh.
It's a work in progress that hardly lives up to its name. And it would have had no effect. In the end, all I know is that if I'm present... And even this...
Oops.
Without Director Who nudging things in the right...
No wonder he didn't... All I wanted... Leave it to Boob... One Chi-Chi was enough... You stay away from my dad! Oh, is that right? Traveler, Paimon, I'll catch you up.
All's well that ends well. At times...
It feels like it was a whole...
Yay, Paimon! Alright, for...
Wait up! I'll come too! Baizhu,
Don't mention it,
just your duty, huh? I've taken a look at your elixir of immortality. It's not altogether dissimilar from the poison I
I have to say, Jiangli, It was a stroke of...
No, not at all. But I'm not just the Baiju.
Huh.
Life forces...
Nothing gets past you, Jiangli. You are correct. When I treated there is no need to worry about any long-term consequences.
But you took such... The reason I left our master and went it... But in the end, how are all disciples of Chenyu Vale?
We are doctors.
Baiju, I can tell... Can you still stop before...
I think you know the...
Hey, food's ready!
Mom, come and join us. The Traveler taught me...
Yes, darling. Mom will be there in just a second. Baiju, Chi-Chi...
There's no need...
Baiju, what did Jiang Li mean by... Every single mortal... Wait, that doesn't make...
Long ago, when plagues ravaged the land, one doctor made a pledge to rid the world of pain and suffering. But even the most ingenious mortal medicine could not stay the tide of disease. And after working tirelessly for many years, even his dearest loved ones fell sick and bade their final farewell. Legends told of an herb lord in Chenyu Vale who could cure any illness known to mankind. The doctor sought the herb lord, but found only a white snake, its breathing weak and its power all but spent.
Sign this contract and let our lives be joined. Then I will impart to you the secret art of healing. But be warned, this art will harm your own health.
With means beyond human ken, the doctor could now reverse the process of death. And yet, the time still came to say goodbye. Only now, the one departing was the doctor, his life force spent. His final act in life was to pass on the contract to his final patient, his favorite disciple. The disciple chose to dedicate their life to saving the lives of others. And generation upon generation followed in these footsteps. Since I inherited this contract, I've always respected the path taken by my predecessors, and followed it myself unquestioningly. That is, until I tried to use the art to save my own disciple's beloved. She begged me not to use up my own life force. She said that this art is a poisoned chalice, an evil and unnatural practice. She did not wish to sacrifice one life for the sake of another, when both were lives she treasured. Only then did it occur to me. Did I not suffer when my master passed away, just as patients' families do at their loved one's deathbed? Are not the lives cut short by this contract just as worthy of saving as any patients? What is this contract to us? Medicine or poison? Alas, I no longer have enough time left to find the answer. I entrust to your care both Changsheng and this final question. May you find a remedy for this conundrum, which has ailed us so.
Time and again, no matter how much I try to warn them or balance their chi, I can never save them. And you? What's your answer?
If I abandoned the contract and left you without a host, what would happen?
I suppose I'd spend my final moments taking a nice nap on Mount Yaojin. Then I'd be reunited with my old friends and your predecessors.
Then it's decided. If there's a life in front of me that deserves to be saved, why shouldn't I do everything within my power to save it?
Once again, it's the same answer. So be it. Close their eyes. Who knows how many more people will take on this contract?
None. This contract will end with me.
My contract has strict requirements on the host's natural temperament. All my hosts have been
But when one, though they know better, they are like moths that throw themselves into the flame.
So,
At Chang Sheng's art, I have nothing but the utmost respect for my predecessors, who sacrificed their lives for their principles.
huh?
What makes a poor... If disease is... Many may view the... I don't want those who come after me. Precisely.
Even the god...
For a selfish...
Dr. Baiju, Traveler, what are you so...
We also have... Okay, fine. Let's go grab some food. Paimon has a bunch of burning questions. I do envy Paimon sometimes.
True. And yet, are such things as these not precisely why we more...
Rise!
Are you sure you found the correct semantic field for these ancient ruins? Not sure.
smell. We...
Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Pine.
Hello there.
The Holmayanis.
I told Dia to just stay at our place when she took one of those jobs a few days ago. My parents were
That sounds... Anyway.
You can stay for as many...
You...
What? She said they'll treat you to the best...
But wait. There are so many places
I'm sorry, my lady.
Oh, come on.
I know,
All right, ever since you first... Have you been delaying our
Nah.
Would you swear on that? But if something...
Oh, looks like Junior's was onto something.
You're too perceptive, my lady. Seems I can't hide anything from you. I just... Mercenary life.
That doesn't change.
My lady. All right. Okay, let's talk here. Just try not to draw any extra attention. As you may already know, my brigade is called... However...
Deshret's relics? Judging from the name, they must really look up...
Yep, you got...
Oh, you mean...
Deshret's relics is... on any other...
Dakan?
I think it means... Anyway...
Say what?
I think I'm
I won't go into detail.
100?
Yep. This... Not only have they...
That's beyond...
I don't know how... If I don't do something... I just wish...
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's setting the bar.
I mean, if he was even remotely... He was loud and... Of course, the other brig...
Sounds like a...
What about your mother?
Unfortunately...
Oh.
It's all right, my lady. He told me that he was... He'd say, you'll be... But the problem was that they were tales of...
Sounds like you're
More or less, yeah. He seemed to think those stories... Even the toys he gave... It was only much later.
What an interesting guy.
Yeah, I've all... Until I grew up. Looting... No one in the brigade... Did they really think...
I think I can understand.
Yeah, but don't worry, my lady. It's all water under the bridge to me now. I had a huge argument with my father. I'm not investigating them due to any... Yeah.
I see.
It is, but...
That may be true.
Well...
What should we do?
Huh?
Well, he's super tough.
I'm inclined to agree. I'll wait for news from you in the city.
All right, then let's...
Hey, Dia, you're back. Are these two friends of yours? Anyway, they've become extremely They even attack other...
Even the most ferocious
That's right. A portion of their profit is...
That's
Yeah, and a few days ago, rather than saying they're out...
Wait,
You heard me right. If their only goal is more... Unfortunately... Oh, one last thing we discovered was that over...
It sounds mighty strange to me, too. Gotta say, though, I didn't expect you to...
Nah,
What he said. Besides, yeah. And while they went to talk with any survivors of the attack, were all...
He shot...
We rushed over soon. Although this new friend of yours looks a little green behind the... Now that we know you'll have a capable...
Hey, what about Paimon?
Oh,
Of course.
Oh. In that case...
Don't... Even if she had only...
Oh, one other thing, Dee. We held another recruitment of... The deputy put a lot of...
Sorry to hear that.
Gotta admit, I can understand... Now, if only the deputy could figure out a way to...
Keep the awkward silence and weird...
Hey, didn't... Huh? Wait, are you serious? Why have I never heard about this?
I don't think you were...
Are you kidding me? I missed a once-in-a-lifetime moment like that and you weren't even gonna tell me?
All right.
Hey, don't you try to change the subject. You and Hisham get your butts over here and tell me everything right now.
Are they always like this?
More or less. There aren't many rules or graces when if someone starts getting under your skin, you just yell, but we also don't tend to take many things too seriously. Being direct and getting it all, that's also why I never spare their feelings when I talk to them. If I want to laugh, I'll laugh. Hey, Knuckle...
Yeah, all you gotta do?
Perfect. Thanks for that. Be sure to pass my...
Will do.
This should be the place. Let's find a spot to hide. It's gonna come down to a fight one way or another.
No need to worry.
Here they come. You ready? Let's not give them a chance.
That's who's alive! Ha! Everybody stand back!
Order guide you. Take that!
Buckle up!
No more tricks up your sleeve. I'll be back. You want
Show
this one?
Huh? You're... the
Good. That saves me an...
You know the...
Think about it, though. What's your reputation worth if you won't have the other You've got 5 seconds.
Whoa!
I'm not joking around. 2 seconds!
I'll save you the trouble.
Huh? Are you crazy? He tried to bite off his own tongue. I definitely didn't expect him to go that far. Thankfully, the wound wasn't too deep, and he just passed out from the pain.
But why would he be so extreme?
I just wanted to test his mettle. I didn't expect him to be...
Well, he's out cold for now. We could wait for him to wake up.
Yeah, don't...
We found a piece of paper with a bunch of...
Let me take a look. Yep. I see an entry for Dakana Lakmar right here. Kusela, Idrisi, Bashar, and Takriti. All familiar names. This caravan, that person will then... Wait. Yeah. Every transaction... perhaps... Anyway, Huh?
What's wrong?
Shazamon...
Homoyani,
I'd be surprised. Just what the heck is going on? I'm sorry, but...
What if the Homoyani...
That's a possibility. But if that was the case, why is this caravan specifically named Shazamon as their person of contact? They could have just as easily bought goods such as food and medicine direct... Yeah. I've been to their estate many times. The only potential... But that's still just a speculation. You're probably right.
But what should we do?
If you ask me, I'm not worried. Let's go find my lady. If we're lucky...
Dia.
I've considered that. She showed genuine... That's not how I deal...
You're right. Paimon wants...
Yeah. We're back, my lady.
Oh, you're back a lot sooner than I expected. You mustn't have run into any trouble then. Well, how did it go? What did you come up with?
Actually,
I see.
Something like that.
You all look a little... Why don't you discuss...
It's okay, my lady.
So something... On any other day...
My lady?
The Master. Okay. My father...
Yeah. I've never doubted the Master's. Maybe he's not actually aware of the...
I can't help but... Thank you for... Since you've told me in the past. However, there are plenty of capable mercenaries in the Corps of...
About that. Well, later, the Master told me he offered me a...
Well, but that...
Maybe... I think I get what...
Precisely. If my father...
You mean the goal?
No, no.
But that's still...
So, the Master was...
Sorry we put...
It's okay, Paimon. Regardless of...
But is that... My father is... However, if we decide to...
Yeah.
It's alright, Dia.
You don't have to do that, my lady.
Hey! It's still too early to give up hope! What was the thing about... Right! Yeah! True! Besides! There's no point on...
Thank you, everyone. In which case...
Sure thing.
Thank you for coming, sir. Please allow me to
yeah, but we...
Well...
So, that's what you...
If you wouldn't mind...
Well, what I do know...
Wait.
Yes, but knowledge of your father could say... Of course, the facts of this matter, if you must...
I've made it this far. I have my own ideals, and I came here today...
Our family once needed... They had superior numbers. Those Eremites were Kusela's men. Kusela was grinning and...
Really?
He said that he had no... We started talking about our children and to repay his...
So, that...
It was many years before I saw him again. The man I knew...
So, what happened to him?
He then suddenly... But he kept coming back to the topic. I was completely lost at first.
So he was...
Indeed. He was already beyond... If Dia could stay...
And that's why you...
Yes. And that's also... Kusela saved... Kusela said that he'd reimburse me for a portion of Dia's... Eventually I just... The letter contained...
Wait!
That's right. No, but by then... He was no longer... That thought... After some deliberate... I am aware that in the end...
If you can, none of the things he's doing... If all he wants to do...
Oh no...
I'm just angry because I can't wrap my head around another way, but
I'll do my best to help. I don't know Kusei. However, he's responsible. I've heard
Understood.
I'll stay and be with my father. My father has indeed... I feel like...
Yes. It's time to fate.
I know what you've been.
Shh! Keep your voice down. Come with me. We should. This place should do. All right. Back to.
Don't worry.
Wait.
So what's in it?
Well, I waited in my mind.
Let me tell you how it is. We're investigating. If you provide some.
Hey!
Shut it. My patience is running out. You should know when I'm.
All right. They're always on. Feel free to go have a look.
Sure.
Hey, come on.
Really?
All right, I get it.
Now that's more like it. Let's move. And as for you...
Leave it to me.
come in handy.
Let's go. We'll finally get to the bottom of this ourselves. I'm here to see Kusela. Tell him to get out here.
Tia, why are you here?
Come on out. Show them. Emerge. Useless. Right here. Emerge. Right now.
Solidify!
Nothing lasts forever. Right here. Emerge.
Evil conquering!
Haven't you all done enough?
Oh, so are you also here to stop us?
Stay out of this. It's got nothing to do with you.
Useless.
Gather!
Right now. Right here. Emerge.
Enough fighting. We all just bring Kusela. Did you understand a single word I just said?
All right, everyone. He died.
What?
Seems like you've been out of the...
When did he die?
A few years ago, Kusela broke up Dakan al-Ahmar and went to the Deshrets.
So is that when you...
We would prefer to call it taking revenge.
Overwhelming
Those were a part, regardless of whether it be their deepest sin. That's precisely. But you, Dia.
I never...
You were probably the...
Ever since you... Not only that, but in the end, he was forced to go...
We all knew he would...
And that's why you...
Wait, but...
Because you were too young. When you left home...
So...
Yep. It was all...
A few years ago, Boss said he needed to... I suggested. His words made no sense to me. But that night,
Everyone gained their... But how could we leave with a clear conscience?
The boss can't have just...
From that point on, the big fire that... Even though we're outnumbered, we vowed to see our revenge. There were people from... But we won't let...
We've suffered all we can do. We forged, but we were also able... Deshret's relic.
Paimon doesn't know what to say anymore.
We do know right from wrong. But we were sinners from the very beginning. Boss always... We used to always... As for me, but... Maybe we were all... I'm sorry, Dia.
I'll go with...
Huh? Dia?
I grew up with these guys. All I know is that... Furthermore, I know you don't want to get involved in this, so there's no need for you to tag along. I can do this...
Yeah.
Thanks.
I bet Boss would...
Considering all the...
He can think whatever, but the...
Yeah.